Welcome back to MSME Talk podcast for micro, small, medium enterprise businesses and startups. This is episode number 45 of MSME Talk. Beyond domains, hidden gems and secrets to GoDaddy's success. For better experience, I would suggest you to switch to 1.25x speed and also don't miss to subscribe at the rate MSME Talk on YouTube, Apple and Spotify. Welcome to MSME Talk podcast. In today's Brand Bite segment of MSME Talk, we have a company that stands as the world's largest domain registrar and a major player in the online tech industry. Managing over 84 million domains and empowering more than 20 million entrepreneurs to build, secure, and scale their online presence. It is part of top 2,000 Forbes publicly listed companies globally. It is listed in US and headed by CEO Aman Bhutani since 2018. Well, this is GoDaddy. With the name of GoDaddy, the instant recognition comes ease of domain registration in our mind. But let me tell you, this episode is just not about domain registration because GoDaddy is much more than it. It supports small businesses' growth through its entire online process to marketing tools to online sales till receiving the payment in the bank account for sales realization. And hence, today we have marketing head for GoDaddy India, Apurva Palnitkar, to take us through this entire chain of GoDaddy services which micro and solo entrepreneurs can use for their benefits and their growth journey. So Apurva will also share how they have upgraded these services with the help of artificial intelligence integration in their businesses and what is further getting added into their bouquet of services coming ahead for micro and solo entrepreneurs. So let me welcome Apurva Palnitkar on MSME Talk Brand Bite show now.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me, Tripti. Great to be on this show.
Thank you, Apurva. A very warm welcome. So, Apurva, while, GoDaddy is a go-to-home name nowadays, anyone who is dealing in online businesses and would know what GoDaddy is. And if anyone thinks of domain registration for their website, at least, once they will go and check out GoDaddy website. But before we jump into these services of various bouquet of services which you are offering nowadays, let's go back a little bit and understand the company which is offering the domain registration services. How did it come with the name of GoDaddy for their own domain?
All right. So thank you for starting this with a simple question. It's very interesting. The whole idea behind this was to have a fun and quirky name, because we had to stand out as a company. A lot of companies at that time that were into domain registration had very technical sounding names, and this was one of the initiatives we had taken to make it fun and interesting to remember. That is the simple story behind the GoDaddy name.
Okay, wonderful. So to make it differentiate yourself, little funny, little inquisitive name GoDaddy took it, and now GoDaddy is a very well-known name in the domain registration.
Right.
Wonderful. So let's move on to GoDaddy's other services, what all they are providing to the micro entrepreneurs and solo entrepreneurs. And so today's, discussion, Apurva, we will bring it in such a way that under each services which GoDaddy is providing, we would like to hear from you a little bit of industry landscape in the service. What's new is in the service by GoDaddy, this particular, line of service of yours, how GoDaddy is integrating artificial intelligence in it, and what is actually happening in that way, and what is the, output coming out for the users, and how customers and your users can use it, benefit it, and grow their businesses and their target segment as well. So let's begin our today's discussion with different services available on GoDaddy platform. So let's begin number one, which is obviously, your go-to domain, service, which is domain registration. Now,
Domain.
GoDaddy is a leader in domain registration globally. We would like to
Absolutely.
know, yes. So, we would like to know what is different about GoDaddy to get to this position. I mean, what is the secret behind it?
Yes. So I think I like what you said in the introduction when you said that this company is not just about domains anymore. It offers a lot more, and that is what I'm going to talk about today. Domains, as you rightly said, is our most popular product, and businesses across the world head over to GoDaddy when they need to buy a domain. So what we have done is made the process of buying a domain very easy for a business owner. We really don't expect people to have all the technical expertise, uh, and hence the whole idea here is to make it as easy as possible. We have a lot of tools to make this search very easy, uh, whether it is about suggesting different options, whether it is giving them multiple choices in terms of the ownership plans. We have a lot of options that we present to our users, and that is how we have 20 million users with us, and we manage around 84 million domains globally.
Please tell us how AI is getting integrated in domain registration.
Sure. So of course, as AI is everywhere now, every company is having AI-powered solutions. We also offer an AI-powered domain search, and what it will do is something very interesting. So let's say you are a coffee store owner from let's say the city of Mumbai. You give a basic input to GoDaddy's AI tool, and what it will do is it will suggest you domains that are available and are relevant for your business. So all the work that you had to do in thinking and figuring out which one works best for your business is now done using AI. And it makes the process of selecting and buying a domain a lot more easier.
Okay, so it's say something like someone who when goes and start look forward for a domain registration. They typically obviously do their market research, or they go to their friends or their families, or some idea come to their mind and they try to search for that. So what you're trying to say is that process is also now being supported by AI to suggest what kind of domain names they can look forward for.
Right.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. And that, so it becomes more of a faster and easier processes and maybe more
That's correct.
options coming in.
That's
Okay.
correct.
So now let's move to your next service of GoDaddy, which is website hosting. Now, for website, there is a huge concern of data security when we are doing website hosting, and nowadays hacking is also a big issue. Plus, website uptime performance along with other parameters becomes an important part for in respect of hosting of websites. So please tell us why GoDaddy should be preferred and who would be the ideal target segment for this. Say, who should come and use GoDaddy hosting services.
Sure. Absolutely. So, like you rightly said, there are two things here. One is having reliable hosting with 99.9% uptime, which is extremely crucial because if your
Okay.
website is down, you're pretty much your business is down. So I think that is the number one parameter. And when customers want to buy hosting, that's something that they consider as one of the key criteria before making the choice. So when it comes to website uptime, we have a 99.99% website uptime. And what is also important is since the online medium is becoming so popular, uh, there are, it has its own challenges. So there are security concerns, security threats, and that is where we have invested a lot in terms of how we make our websites and on all the hosting solutions secure. So all our plans, all our hosting solutions come with SSL certificates, which provide encryption to protect data that is exchanged on the website, which could be customer information, payment details. We also offer 24/7 monitoring and DDoS protection to guard our sites against any hacking attempts. This is very important, especially for e-commerce sites where any kind of data breach can have significant consequences. So all these measures are taken to ensure that all the sites that are hosted on GoDaddy are secure and also have a very high reliability factor.
So, Apurva, one more thing. Uh, I also came to know when someone is hosting a website on GoDaddy, for example, and the content of the website is not absolutely, matching the profile or the, intent given for the in respect of that website. GoDaddy ensures that they take right step against that domain. This is something have come into my notice through some interaction, and I felt this really nice and good because GoDaddy is actually making ensuring that if in the name of you're nothing wrong happening, because there's always a possibility by certain X name absolutely some wrong activity might end up happen, right? So GoDaddy is conscious about it. So is it really happening, or is just the
So we do.
information?
No, we take steps to monitor this so that we do protect the content in a way that it doesn't become a problem for our customers who host their websites. That is correct.
Okay. But if your customers who are hosting the website, they themselves do the, with the domain name says something else and the content is absolutely very different. So does GoDaddy try to?
So we don't direct see what happens is we don't directly stop anyone because what happens in this case is after you buy the domain and the hosting, uh, we really can't and don't control the content that is published. Now, of course, there are enough guidelines that have been set in the law that prohibit you from posting content which is inappropriate. But like I said, if it is hosted by someone, unless it is brought to our notice by the law enforcement agencies, we really cannot dictate or we don't get into that.
Got it. So let's move to your next line of service of GoDaddy, which is website builder. Now, I'm not sure in this aspect really how, at the ground level, people are aware of GoDaddy as a go to place for website building.
Sure.
So please tell us how GoDaddy website builders stand out now in the current, presence as compared to other options available in the market, because there's so many SaaS plug
Right.
and play kind of options available, and how artificial intelligence is again getting integrated in this part of business.
Uh, so, uh, so the website builder makes it easy for customers to create mobile-friendly websites. And not only that, but it's also very easy to manage every aspect of online presence from a single dashboard. So, for example, let's say you are in a business that is dependent on, let's say, online appointments. Let's say you run classes. So there are tools available, there are options available that make it easy for you to offer that option on the website. So online appointments become very easy. Managing your social media channels, email marketing, SEO, all these things which were very difficult to do, needed technical expertise, lot of help, lot of money, are now done very easily using GoDaddy's website builder. Uh, Also, what we have done is we offer a lot of easy to use templates. So what happens is no two sites will look the same because there is an extensive library of templates that make it very easy for a customer to choose what works best for their business. In addition to it, we also have 24 by 7 customer support, so that if someone needs help, they can just call us or they can chat with us, and then our expert guides will help them create a website using the website builder. Now, talking about AI, this is something that we have already launched. The AI tools that power the website builder make it very easy to create the website. So before this was launched, the business owner had to come up with the content and enter the content. Now You give basic inputs to the website builder, and the AI tool, which is called Aero, will make it easy for the business owner to launch a website in minutes.
Oh, wow. So you are saying you've gone to the level of with simple instructions, the basic hygiene. Micro entrepreneurs and solo entrepreneurs can just make their website live within few
Right.
minutes,
Absolutely.
if not minute, then within few hours, because AI
Right.
will just take care of everything at the back end.
That's correct.
Okay, okay. And this is all the DIY.
That's right. Yes, yes.
Okay. Now,
But
in
it is
case,
so simple. Yeah, but it is so simple that if you can use your computer to do the basic tasks, you can launch your website. It is that simple.
wow, very nice. And is it any language related taking care, is taking care, because India being a land of so many languages?
Right, right. Yes. So right now it is in English, but we based on our user feedback, we will look at what are the options and what is the kind of feedback we are getting from the market, and figure out on the languages.
Okay, right. So when you have launched this, website building, auto website building services, what is a typical, target segment for whom you're targeting for them to use it?
So interestingly, it is a very broad spectrum. We have everybody, right from solopreneurs, freelancers, to business owners who run classes. There are traders, there are exporters, doctors. We have we have a broad spectrum of users using our products and services, because what has happened is everybody has realized it is not a question of whether you want to go online or no. It is about when do you want to go online, and then what are the tools and services you want to use to make it easy for you. And that is exactly where a service provider like GoDaddy helps a lot, because most of the tools that are needed by a small business to run their business are offered under one roof. And that's another benefit of going with GoDaddy, because you don't then have a disjoint service experience. Everything is under one roof.
So now we have understood about your website building also. When we're talking about the various tools integrated to it, could you little, share some more light on what are the various other integrated tools provided with website builder, which makes it seamless and easy to use and start business?
Sure, sure, absolutely. So what happens is, after you buy a domain, you create a website using Website Builder. The next important thing is to reach your target customers, to promote their product or service. So what becomes important is, how do you drive traffic to website? How do you create your social posts? So all these important activities are done from the product. So whether it's SEO, which makes it easy for you to ranked in in your Google search results, whether it is creating and managing posts, launching digital ads, sending email marketing campaign, tracking all these things are provided under one dashboard, so that it's easy for the business owner to track these activities, and then plan their next marketing campaigns or traffic campaigns accordingly.
It is providing pretty lot of, and integrated all the other services which typically a solo or micro entrepreneur would be looking
Right,
forward to.
right.
Yes. So you just mentioned while tools, email marketing, other things, but as a regular services, just like a domain and website hosting, emailing and there are other management tools which GoDaddy offers, something like emails, which
Right.
Google, also offers, or Microsoft 365 offers, and GoDaddy also offers. So could you just little tell about, apart from, what are different management tools available?
What is happening is, increasingly business owners are realizing that to look professional, they can start with something as basic as getting a custom email ID instead of using a free email ID. Of course, free email has been around, a lot of people use it, but business owners are increasingly moving towards getting a paid email ID. So what happens is that that portrays a very professional identity for your business. So instead of using a free email ID, what happens now, you can get an email that looks like your name at your company name .in or .com. So that's another service that we offer, and then we give users the choice of selecting between a basic email service or like you rightly said, Microsoft 365, which offers a lot more than just email. So if somebody is interested in all the cloud offerings that the M365 suite offers, whether it's Word, Excel, PowerPoint, that is also offered as a part of our email solutions.
Okay. So that's nice. So instead of taking the entire licensing, you are saying, come, just let GoDaddy be one point contact for you for all your management tools after website and for your business. And you are giving it, whether even if it's coming from other service provider.
That's correct.
Okay. So let's move to your next important tool which GoDaddy is providing currently is social media content creation. I understand this. I don't remember, seeing this tool way back very long. Is it a new tool which started by GoDaddy?
That is correct. Yes. So, the tool that you are referring to is called GoDaddy Studio, and of course, as you said, social media has become so important, and business owners simply have to spend time and effort to get social media posts out for their business. So, Studio provides all these resources to make it easy for them to create beautiful content for their social media posts. Again, this has thousands of templates, and then business owners can capture their unique brand effortlessly. From professional ads to branded content, logos, all the design related requirements can be covered using GoDaddy Studio. And it is a new offering. You're right. It's a new offering. A lot of people also use this on their phone because it's a very popular app as well.
Okay. Suppose now again I'm going to ask you a question on behalf of the audience. There's few apps have already become very popular, for the social media.
Sure.
Many are there, but I would like to pick up, say, for example, Canva.
Yes.
Canva has just revolutionized this particular space. Right. And nowadays, everyone, age, bar, Canva is making things so easy, are using it. Right. Is there some kind of edge or differentiation GoDaddy Studio is trying to create vis-a-vis these apps?
So I think one of the major benefit of using Studio is the fact that you can use it with your existing GoDaddy login. You don't need to create a new account. You don't need to log on to another site, and it serves most of the needs that a business owner has to create social media posts or logos or ads, like I said. So again, there is a benefit of using this under one login rather than having to go to multiple sites and then export that data and then use it in your application. So again, it's the benefit of having an integrated application.
Okay. And what about the localization? Because content, again, part of the content is definitely global, but then again, huge part of the content is local, where you need some kind of visuals which are more locally understandable, some images, some pictures.
So we keep doing this based on the market feedback and the markets that we launch in. We after we get these inputs from our users, we make these changes and we ensure that we have added templates or designs that work very well in that particular market. So we keep doing this. This is something that we keep doing continuously.
Okay. Since Apurva, MSME Talk is heard globally, and so far we have been into ranking of 20 plus countries on Apple Podcast. So we, as what I meant to say, we have global listeners and someone who would be hearing it from different countries would also like to know that has GoDaddy Studio services now being launched in few countries, or it is being launched in many countries?
It is launched in many countries. This product is available globally.
Okay.
So all the podcast listeners will be able to access and use GoDaddy Studio in their market.
Okay, got it. That's great. So now Apurva, website is ready. Domain hosting done, website created, social media content also created.
Then,
Now, what about the marketing tools which GoDaddy is providing? Let's understand about that from you.
so there are three key things that we work on when we talk about marketing tools. Number one is email marketing. What is happening is, in spite of having so many options, email marketing is something that works well, and that is something that we offer as a part of the marketing tools. So it is not. So we obviously make it very easy for business owners, to create that email using the templates. And after that is done, it's not just about sending it once. There are also email automation options available, wherein it's very easy for the business owner to automatically send out emails based on certain triggers. So let's say if you want to send an email to a specific set of users based on some condition, whether it's for launching a sale or it's some loyalty program, so you can set those conditions and accordingly send out these emails to your customers. After that, again, like I mentioned, social media posts, which is again a part of the marketing tools, that's very well integrated from the product itself. And then the third thing is SEO. So what we are doing here is, of course, the business owner has the option of using paid digital ads. But if you look at it, these are the options that you can quickly get started with without spending a lot of money. All these options are something that you can do with little bit of effort on your side, and majority of the effort done by the tool. So with these three things, the idea is to at least get the word out for that business owner to announce their online business.
Okay, wonderful. So now, Apurva, email marketing also started. Okay, website domain selected, domain hosting happened, website design, social media content design, email marketing started, and say some transaction or sales also started happening. Now let's understand what are the further tools which are of the next level available by GoDaddy related to sales or client communication or services, etc.
Sure. So like I said, the marketing tools are a big draw, because after all the basic setup is needed, all these things are very, very important. But there are other things that we offer, which is apart from marketing tools. These things are important. So let me just quickly talk about, let's say, domain protection. So what happens is, today, if you book a domain with GoDaddy, you want to make sure that you're not getting you're not getting spammed, or you're not getting unnecessary communications from people. So what we have done is, in that case, we have given the option to the business owners to buy something that we call as domain protection. What happens in domain protection is, your name, your contact details are masked, and nobody knows who has booked a domain. So this is a service that we offer to maintain the privacy and and information about that business owner. Now, apart from that, another very important aspect of running an online business is the security aspect of it. And that is where we offer SSL certificates, which are very, very crucial to ensure that your data stays secure. What we heard from our users is, yes, it's great to kind of get all this under one roof, like I mentioned, but SSL certificates can get slightly technical compared to other products that we have. So for example, like I said, Website Builder is super easy to use, but SSL certificate might need some help. Now, we heard our users, and based on that, we also offer the option of installing, managing, and configuring the SSL certificates for our business owners. So this is a service we provide for them, so that it's easy for them to get SSL and then set it up for their website.
Okay. So after SSL and security concern taken care of, I understand GoDaddy is also supporting in payment collection, integration of payment collection in the website once sale is done.
So so the website builder, which is called Websites Plus Marketing,
Okay.
has a plan called the e-commerce plan.
Okay.
Now, in the e-commerce plan, the business owner can set it up so that they can start receiving payments for the products or services they are selling. So yes, we do offer a payment gateway as a part of the e-commerce plan, and business owners can set up their store using the websites plus marketing e-commerce plan.
Yes, and post that whatever the client communication is required to be sent for the transaction happen, that also is taken care through your website builder.
That is correct. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So basically the entire chain. Okay.
Yes.
Here, pose my one question coming in. While e-commerce is one of the segment where a lot of transactions are anticipated, and hence to manage the volume, these things need to be smooth enough. But if they are micro entrepreneurs or solo entrepreneurs for whom it's not a typical, e-commerce, they do have certain services, but may not be at the scale of e-commerce, right? When we're talking about e-commerce, we're talking about a list of product and catalogs, and that is
Correct.
being sold, and the entire chain of transaction happens. While there might be some solo entrepreneurs, some say
Yes.
advisors or consultants. Nowadays, a lot of individuals are coming out, and they are very big segment for you. Now, for them, this list of cataloging product services may not be there, but they might need to incorporate payment collections or these kind of services integrated. So is that possible for them through GoDaddy to manage the entire setup?
Got it. Yeah. So at this time, we are not offering that option. But like you mentioned, this is something we keep hearing from our users, and then we do give this as a feedback to our product and engineering teams. So nothing that we can talk about right now, but this is something that we are hearing from our customers.
Yes, yeah, because this is something we are hearing, and this is becoming a little bit of roadblock. People are spending more time in this thing because certain regulation, etc., or to the segment that it doesn't sound profitable or what, companies are keeping them on a side. So yes, good if GoDaddy think about and bringing a product line for them also.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So
Yes.
let's move to the most important part of our conversation today, because usually audience are very keen to know about this, is when we are talking so many different services which has got added upon on GoDaddy platform. What is the costing, bracket? We are not saying obviously it will be a range, but to get in some idea, what is the lowest ticket size option available to begin with?
Sure.
And if a customer, takes your all of these services which we discussed, so typically how much would be the costing for an year?
Sure.
Let's take for an year.
Makes yeah. So the good news here is if someone just wants to have a basic online presence, which is nothing but announcing that they have a business, this is the name of the business, and then this is their address, etc. So just to make it simple, I'm calling it a one-page website. So if you want a one-page website in GoDaddy, we offer it absolutely free of cost forever.
Okay.
So you can have a simple one-pager, and then you will not have your own domain, but it will still be your online property, and then you can keep making changes, edits, so that this serves the basic purpose of giving someone an online presence. So to answer your question, we actually start at a free product, which makes it very easy for business owners to have basic online presence. Domains vary depending on the kind of domain that you're buying. But let's say on an average, it could be anywhere between 300, 400 rupees to around 800 rupees per year, depending on the type of domain. And then after that, the websites plus marketing product, if you go for the basic plan, it starts at as low as 250 rupees per month. Now, in that, you get a domain, you get professional email, you get a website builder, and all this is only for 249 rupees a month. Now, we have also made it easy for business owners to pay in a monthly payment option or the annual option. So you can get an online presence for really as low as 249 rupees per month.
So that is interesting, and that will be like a WordPress kind of a setup.
Yes, yeah. So WordPress absolutely is great, and then we have products around WordPress. But what
Okay.
happens is the product needs some kind of expertise, technical help.
Mhm.
Whereas this website builder product that I'm talking about
It does
makes
not.
it very easy for business owners to do it
Okay, so
themselves.
basically the basic presence one you are saying,
Yes,
where website one pager is there and kind of stuff.
yes,
So your domain, hosting, website, and everything, 250 plus GST, whatever, uh,
yes.
starts per month. Oh,
That
that
is
is,
correct. Yes, yes.
and
So
that is
basic one
interesting.
pager is free,
Okay,
and with all the other basic things that you need,
okay,
including your domain, that is
okay,
249 per month.
okay. Now let's move on to a customer who is using all your high-end services. Online
Right.
domain
So
hosting and your website and your marketing tool, your studio. So what kind of,
yes,
a premium
yes,
customer I can become of yours?
yeah. So let's say again on that front, we have made it really reasonable for our users. Even if you buy the e-commerce plan, which allows you to set up a catalog, get a payment gateway, that product starts at 999 per month. So for 999 per month, you can actually set up your online store, and it all obviously comes with all the necessary features that are required to run an e-commerce store. So it starts at like I said, 249 per month and can go up to 999.
So
Uh,
999 when we are talking about a post, that will be for e-commerce website setup.
that's correct.
Uh, what about that? So we have to add on studio to it. A studio cost will add on if you want to use your studio feature of content
Right,
creation, right?
right,
And if you want to add the emailing to it,
right.
so that will get added to it.
That is correct.
And the
That is
domain
correct.
thing, right?
Yes.
And
So
hosting.
yeah, so domain, so email. If we just go to professional email, if you need the basic email plan, it starts today at 39 rupees per month
Okay.
for basic email, and if you buy the Microsoft Office professional version, it costs 749 rupees per month.
Okay.
So again, we have offered multiple options so that users can decide based on what they want,
Okay.
starting from 39 rupees per month per user to 749 rupees per user per
Right.
month.
So, Apurva, while we have understood this part that various services being used, so premium part would add up, right? Other so couple of few hundreds rupees will get it added on a monthly basis, and based on that, your studio services, e-commerce services, everything can be clubbed together and can be used on monthly basis by the micro and solo entrepreneurs. Now let's move on, Apurva, to understanding more about GoDaddy, and we call it a inside GoDaddy segment, where we want to understand from Apurva as a marketing head of GoDaddy India, how many personas of clients does GoDaddy has?
I think some of these, we covered in the, during our calls, during our conversation. But if I have to specifically call it out, we have a wide range of customer personas, and each one has distinct needs. So we have aspiring entrepreneurs who can launch their sites with our website builder and e-commerce tools. We have SMBs who are looking for online growth and a secure online solution. We have freelancers and creatives that can create portfolio sites using GoDaddy Studio and the other websites plus marketing tools. We also have developers and agencies who need advanced hosting options, and then they can choose from WordPress solutions, virtual private servers, dedicated servers, and then we have brick and mortar businesses who have now decided to go online, and then GoDaddy gives them a very easy option to take their store online. So we cater to all these personas for their online needs.
Okay, got it. Okay, so prima facie, whatever different kind of entrepreneurship is coming in at the micro and solo level, you are
Right,
trying to take them.
right,
And most interesting one I'm finding it is a lot of freelancers coming in, and also a brick and mortar which is now getting into the vision of
that's correct.
online. Okay,
That's correct.
so is there any new personas or clients which GoDaddy is trying to develop products and focusing more to bring technology for them?
Uh, I think this the personas that I was talking about covers most of them. But more than personas, what we have noticed is there is a great demand for app developers and a lot of companies that are developing solutions around AI.
Okay.
So the .ai domain is something that has picked up very well in the last 2 to 3 years, and a lot of companies want to make sure that they book and keep their domain, in their name if they have to launch any solutions around AI. So .ai is something that has become very popular in recent times.
Got it. Okay. So now let's understand another thing inside GoDaddy success secret. As for you, what are the 3 reasons would you like to tell us behind GoDaddy's continuous success in retaining clients and repeat clients?
I think the number one thing is how easy and user friendly we have made for small business owners to buy a domain, and not just domain, the entire suite of products that are required to run their business. So I think number one is ease of use. The other thing that has worked very well for us is our 24/7 expert support.
Yes.
Because like I mentioned, business owners, for them, the most important thing is to run their business. They don't want to spend their time figuring out technical solutions and how to use these products. And that is where our 24/7 expert help really makes it easy for them to create an online presence. So that is something that has also worked very well for us. People appreciate the fact that we are always there for them whenever they need. And that is why that is something that users really appreciate.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And the third thing is, like I said, the fact that everything is seamless and integrated under one roof is something that works very well for users. So they don't have to go to multiple service providers to get all their online services and products.
Yeah.
So like I said, the website builder, domain, hosting, SSL certificates, email, now with Studio, all these things are under single login, and that is something that works very well for our users.
Right. Absolutely, I agree. 24/7 support service is one of the best in GoDaddy. For simple reason, nowadays intervention of bot at most of the platform has become a little bit of trouble for everyone.
Right.
Do we think bot is helping? But bot might be coming ahead to say, oh, someone is there, but it is most of the cases does not solve the problem. While in case of GoDaddy, the moment you are trying to do anything, there will be someone standing in the queue to, as a human being, somebody coming and taking care.
Sure.
Let me help you.
That is correct. Yes, you're right.
Yes, you are right. So now let's understand another thing which many of us may not know about GoDaddy is GoDaddy does a lot of surveys and studies across its clients, since it has huge millions of pool of clientele
Right.
you have, and from that a lot of interesting insights comes.
Sure.
We would like to hear from you. Is there something interesting insight which you might have got it in recent surveys, or maybe something which might be unexpected?
Sure. So you're right. We do release something called as the Data Observatory Report. Now, this is a quarterly report that we publish, and this provides insights into the current state of small businesses globally, and also it focuses on the landscape specifically in India. So for example, in 2024, businesses continued with their digital transformation journey, and then they were interested in exploring technologies like artificial intelligence. They also now want to see how they can integrate technology in their daily operations, whether it is digital marketing, selling online, or using cloud-based tools for business functions. So in India, we found out that 65% of our respondents said that they make up to half of their revenue from online sales, and other 36% said that they make over half of their revenue from online sales. So this shows that how important it has become for business owners to have a well-rounded online presence, which can be done using digital tools. So we continue with this survey every quarter, and every quarter, whenever we get these results, there are some things that are validated, and then there are some new things that we discover. So in 2024, like I said, the focus was on increasing the use of digital adoption using AI, and then figuring out how best can it help to make it more efficient for business owners to run their businesses.
Do you see timing coming ahead where bots will just come on your website and sign up for domains?
See, it is like they say, right? Very difficult to predict the future, but it is definitely bots are going to be around. How they get used, I think, is probably is the most important part, because you can use them to make it to make some of your processes efficient for you, and and hence increase the customer satisfaction. It could be used for support. It could be maybe used for some sales related initiatives. So I think it really depends on how you use it.
Because now we are
But
hearing, AI agents
yes,
coming out, getting trained and, being trained as interacting the
Mhm.
next level of bots, whatever we call it, and
Yes,
AI agents. And then uh, they would start applying for jobs also.
yes,
So it's like,
correct.
me as one human being, I train
Yeah.
4 AIs and then I send them to a, apply a job. So maybe something like that future holds where GoDaddy domains, through GoDaddy might be booked through, AI agents and bots. Yes.
Yeah, so like I said, right, it depends on how you use the technology. Now, a good example in our case, which is real today, is the creation of the website. So till a few years ago, it was there was no way to do this automatically, right? I mean, the only way was to kind of come up with your content, spend a lot of time figuring out what is right for you, selecting the right images, and all those things, which was really time consuming. Uh, but with AI now, that has become so easy that the entire process is done in a few minutes. So like I said, right, it can be used to make things easy. It can be things can be very efficient. Now, actually, it all depends on how it changes the applications, because like I said, everybody is going to have very, very interesting use cases using AI. And I think we have already made a start by creating our Aero product, which makes it so easy to create your online presence.
So last question for today's conversation, Apurv. With all this data GoDaddy being a tech company and a lot of data being collected there, uh, and also through the surveys, right? The client use surveys, etc. Is there some kind of activity or simple action which can be simply implementable by the entrepreneurs, which you see has been done by some and which is very good and can be replicated? It could be a learning from some particular country which can
Mhm.
help other country listeners. So
Very good.
anything which you have caught your attention.
I think I have to talk about the Aero product here, because what is happening is Aero does a wonderful job of creating the website for you. Like I said, right, it's an AI solution which makes it very easy for you to create a website. What it is doing apart from that is also creating a social media calendar for you. Now, that is something that's very interesting. It's working very well for customers from other markets, because this solution has been catered to every market. So, for example, if a small business owner in US is using it, uh, it was going to create posts, let's say, for Thanksgiving, which is such a popular, which is so popular in the US. But in India, it will create a social media calendar which will include regional festivals and all the important events which are very local, using this AI tool. So for example, in Diwali, the post will be created which will wish all their customers a happy Diwali. So I think what Aero has done is, right, it has taken the specific regions inputs. And based on that, we are creating these calendars, which make it very easy for business owners to share social media posts on their accounts.
Okay, this is interesting. Like through one, one platform of GoDaddy, we couldn't imagine that everything can be on a continuous basis running.
Correct.
So here, concluding our today's conversation, what I'm taking away is, in my mind, the impression was GoDaddy was a yearly visiting website where I have to just go and make payment for my domain or, hosting plan. What I have learned today with your conversation entirely is no, you are making it a go-to place for all your, entrepreneurs for various kind of day-to-day activities also.
Absolutely right.
So it's just not they need to visit once they have registered or, finalize their domain and then making yearly payment. No, for whatever day-to-day business related, your e-commerce activity, your website building, your social media, your content creation, you're trying their attention for most of the part of their businesses.
That is correct. Yes.
So interesting. That's where the, GoDaddy's line of product increase is happening.
Yes.
Okay, interesting. So Apurva, before we go, something personal from your side, which is a favorite food?
Favorite?
Food.
Oh, it's chaat, very clearly.
Okay. Okay. So you travel, right, in India, multiple places now. Delhi
Yes.
ki chaat, Bengali market ki chaat, yeah, Mumbai ki chaat. Which one you typically prefer?
I can't be partial towards anyone. I like all of them.
But I could see that, smile and happiness on your face the moment chaat came in your mind.
Absolutely. That's an absolute favorite.
Okay, wonderful. So let's catch up next time over chat.
Thank you so much. Yes, we
Sure.
should do that.
Okay, so take care, Apurva. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you. Thank
Bye-bye.
you so much.
Dear listeners, since last 3 years, you have been listening to MSME Talk audio podcast on Apple, Spotify, Amazon, etc. Now it is available in video format on YouTube as well. Also, I would like to tell that more information and updates are not covered on podcast, for which you have to ensure that you subscribe our newsletter and follow us on social media. Links are given in description.